Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, I was muted the whole time, y'all. What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. I am back after my little hiatus, child. I'm over here actually taking my hair out this time, so I don't want to be on camera because I look crazy as hell. But I wanted to come on here and talk about Beyond the Gates, y'all. Like, it's getting crazy. Okay, it's getting kind of hectic. So we need to go on and talk about it, okay, before we get a little too far. My girl D is in the building. She says, "What's up, Shay? What's up? What's up, D? Thank you so much for joining." Miss B says, "Hey sis, what's up? What's up, Miss B? Thank you for joining, my friend, my sis." All right, all right, all right. She says, "Hit that like button, thumbs up." Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Yes, please hit the like button on the way in, y'all. Laquanda Govan says, "Good evening, Shay and chat. Good evening. How are you? How you bees? Everybody in the chat is one of my members. I appreciate each and every one of you for all of your support. Miss B donated memberships last time, which was such a blessing. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. Listen, I have been dealing with a lot of the shutdown stuff in the DC area. I've been working with the owner of the gym that I teach my step class at to gather resources and share with others. And I've been giving discounted classes, free classes to keep the people moving and things. So I've been just trying to do what I can do to help the furloughed folks. And we're going to be doing some giveaways here soon once the owner comes back from vacation. She is living her best life. Okay. So proud of her. Side note, she's 40 years old. She's celebrating 10 years of being in business, and we're the same age. And she's owned her own gym for 10 years now. So super duper proud of her. She'll be celebrating that. And rightfully so. So, but I just love working with her. Renting space from her is just such a joy. So, super excited for her. But I wanted to come on here and just update y'all on what I've been doing. I haven't really, to be honest with you, I don't know I haven't been very abreast of what's been going on the internet. Now I have been, not to get into politics, but because I know y'all don't like that, but I have been watching, what's been going on at the polls and things because, child, I don't know if it's because I live in DC, but being close to the craziness, driving by the White House, seeing all the things that's going on every day when I'm going to work, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, y'all just keep the people around you prayed up. I have several family members and friends that work for the government, and they are just, you know, there's a lot going on. People looking for their next paycheck. Um, it's rough. It's rough, but I've just been trying to do the best I can to help as much as possible. So, get out and vote if it's your time to vote, please vote. I'm not really a party pusher. I am a right and wrong type of person. So nevertheless, we have to band together, y'all. We really, it's a time where we really need to pray for each other. Like, honestly, we're at the point where we're doing things like trying to organize, you know, sharing necessities, like rounding up, going to Costco, Sam's Club, getting packs of toilet paper and toiletries, paper towels, soaps, things like that. Um, and I don't video those things because a lot of these people are people that have jobs that they're working for the government making six figures plus, right? So they don't want to be recorded that they're in need at this point. So a lot of us are just a paycheck away from not really, struggling, what's from struggling. So um, just be kind to your neighbors, right? You never know what anybody is going through. Um, what you think is like astronomical, in the grand scheme of things. If you have a house to turn the lights on, put the key in, open the door, you have food in your refrigerator, you can turn the water on and take a shower, and you don't have to stress over when your next paycheck is coming and your kids are not hungry. Thank the good Lord and leave all the BS behind, because you just look at the grand scheme of things and realize that all that other stuff is just, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it, you know? And that's just my moment of gratitude and, being blessed. And, I appreciate having the space to talk about these things on my platform. And, just trying to share some wisdom, share some knowledge, and um, encouragement to support our fellow ladies and gents that are struggling right now. So, um, with all that being said, with Beyond the Gates stationed here in the DC area, I know all of this stuff is written early, and the rich people don't necessarily have to deal with shutdowns and this, that, and the third, so it wouldn't quite fit into their story. But I wonder, because it's in the DC area, if they would have um, written such things into the storyline. But I digress. Um, D says, I don't mind politics so long as it doesn't get too deep. I pray everyone voted. Yes, D. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep because, number one, I'm not going to pretend that I'm that well versed in it to even get at that deep. But I deeply understand the importance of us all getting out to vote. That's what I do understand. So, with that being said, let's get into the episodes, y'all. Okay, listen, I'm actually sitting out in my living room, so it might be a little echo today. I'm used to sitting in my office and doing these videos. So, and like I said, I don't have my camera on because a sister girl is over here finally taking these damn twists out. And I don't want y'all to see me looking crazy, honey, because I look crazy right now. I done cut the jokers in half, taking them out and everything. But moving on. Child, what is going on Beyond the Gates? Samantha over here trying to give up her goodies to this little boy that don't deserve it. Naomi still mad at Jacob because he don't wants to have no baby. Danny and Andre. I guess we gonna figure out what the heck going on with Andre. And that whole, can I say, I am really tired. I'm extremely tired of the writers trying to make Dana Leslie foolish woman. I am tired of them trying to humanize her. She basically tried to kill somebody. She are we complete we are completely going to continue to jazzercise around the fact that this woman poisoned Laura, ran her off the road. Okay. And speaking of Laura, we have her back on the scene in the gangster lean trying to help with this charity event. I hope that means that they're going to finally start to get into her case. I know Jacob over there trying to figure out what's going on with him and Naomi and her angry behind, but I can appreciate the advice that Nicole gave her. So let's go on cruise on back to episode 161. So we go to episode 161 where Carlton brings his tail over to Nicole's house to apologize to her. Now we're introduced to another character that I don't know if her name was something with an L. I don't know, but she comes to bring an alcoholic beverage to Nicole because Nicole is reflecting on what happened at the hospital with Ted and Carlton going back and forth over her. Now, Carlton is over here apologizing with his pencil head ass. And he's basically telling her, I shouldn't have done that. And, I was just upset. I can't believe that Ted is throwing that, doing what he did with that woman. Carlton, I don't want to hear shit from you, sir. The fact that if I'm Nicole, I wouldn't trust Carlton as far as I can throw him. Any man that would sit back and befriend my husband for several years and even go as far as starting a business with him to try to get with me immediately after our marriage is over, what type of shit is this? I would not trust that man as far as I can throw him, Nicole. I don't get it. There is nothing that he would have that I would be picking up. He wouldn't be putting down anything that I want to pick up. Absolutely not. And I want this actor to get some different roles because it seemed like he always playing this role in everything that he does where he's snatching up somebody's girl. He doing that over there in Divorce Sisters. Let's do something else. Let's get Carlton somebody that's for him and not somebody that he got to be out here trying to get with somebody else's woman. Okay? But moving on, Nicole ultimately tells Carlton that she's realized that she's not ready to be intertwined with no man right now because she still has feelings for Ted. She ain't trying to be with Ted necessarily, but she just needs to discover what being alone looks like. And I agree. I don't think that that's going to stop Carlton's advances. And he's talking about he going to sit up there and wait for her. Why, Carlton? Have y'all seen him with a woman? I want to know, where are his children? Has he been with another woman? Has he been married? Does he have like I just can't believe that this man has been sitting around pining after Nicole for years. And the fact that Nicole thinks that it's okay for her to, even if she was thinking about moving on, which is fine for her to move on. But I just don't, why do we got to do it with Ted? I mean, with Ted's friend, Carlton. It's so many other men out here, and I just think that's absolutely trifling to be with your husband's. And not that she owes him any loyalty, but god damn, have some couth about yourself. There's no way. Me and my husband have been married for 12 years. Gosh, that just sounds crazy coming out. But we've been married for 12 years. There is no way. And funny story, very quickly. Me and my husband met at Morgan State University, and we actually both worked at the Toys R Us as our job while we were at Morgan. And that's how we met. We didn't meet on campus. We met at the Toys R Us. And funny enough, one of his best friends wanted to talk to me first because I was like the new girl at the Toys R Us. And my husband wasn't paying me no daggone attention, but his friend was going to try to holler. But me and my husband ended up talking, and he made a joke at our wedding about how, it's funny that they ended up together and I actually had a crush on her first or whatever. But so I say all that to say, if me and my husband ever got a divorce, even though his friend is married to one of my good friends, there is no way that I would be, if he, for some reason, if he was divorced or whatever, I would be sitting up here wanting to be with my husband's friend. That's just awkward and tacky and just downright disgusting. I wouldn't even trust him because I would be like, dang, what type of friend are you to my husband? For all these years, you've been pining after his wife. Also, Ted, why did you ever think that that was funny? Oh, I always thought it was funny that, I always knew you kind of fancied Nicole, but I never really paid it any attention. Ted, what type of fool are you? That would never be a joke to me. And I get it. Ted probably looked at Nicole like, okay, this my woman, and ain't nobody gonna be with my wife. She loves me, and I love her, and that's that on that. But that wouldn't be there. There is no way that any of my friends could even joke with me about having a crush on my damn husband. No, thank you, ma'am. And you and I will no longer be friends because what we not about to do is be sitting around pairing and sharing information about what the hell me and my husband be doing. Absolutely not. But child, that's a mess. I just hope. I mean, bring somebody else as Nicole's love interest, and hell, bring Ted somebody else too, because I'm also tired of him and goddamn Leslie. I'm really, really tired of that. Cause him over here talking about maybe we can be friends and this, that, and the third. No, Ted, y'all cannot be friends. And the way you hugging her and talking to her and confiding in her, that woman would not be able to get within earshot of me. I get it that this is a show and that's how they got to make it interesting for them to interact with each other, but that's just not reality at all. Also, I want to address something really quickly. Really, really quickly. I want to address some of these watchers of Beyond the Gates. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups that where I talk about Beyond the Gates with other people. People have the strangest, craziest storylines that they have dug up in their heads. Some of the shit I just be like, "Wow, really?" That is not even possible and it's stupid. The stupidest one is that Kat and Eva were somehow separated at birth. Do you people understand that if Nicole was pregnant, she would know that she was pregnant with twins and they would have discussed something happening to one of the twins? Duh. She not just going to push out two kids and not know it. So people that are like, yes, and Eva and Eva and Kat are twins, and and Dana, she stole one of the twins, and they were separated at birth. So Nicole is really Eva's mama too. Child, why? Why would that ever make sense? Also, the other biggest thing I want to address, some of these avid soap opera watchers, I get it. I get it. I understand that soap operas, people want to drag the storylines out. They get upset when people are like, "Let's solve this problem." On Twitter, people will be like, "What happened?" They're just like me. They're like, "What happened with Leslie getting caught up? I'm tired of her getting away. She's like getting away with murder and basically, damn near getting away with murder." And nobody is addressing it, and people like, well, you must not watch soap operas because it takes years to solve some stories. Just because that's how it was in the past doesn't mean that nothing that was in the past, us watching the stories in the 90s and the early 2000s, is not the same as watching the stories in 2025. Nothing is the same now as it was in the past. If y'all try to run these stories the same way we did in the past, ain't nobody gonna watch them. I'm telling you right the freak now. Nobody is going to watch a soap opera that takes 50, 11 years to solve issues. Cancel Christmas. Just cancel it because your show gonna be canceled too. Because we live in a microwave society. Let's just be real. Don't nobody want to wait forever for storylines to come to fruition. Now, I'm not saying we got to solve it by the next episode, but good golly, Miss Molly, if you're gonna take a whole year to solve a issue, then just get off my TV. I don't need to watch this no more. It's not no, and it's damn near taking more than a year. If it takes beyond February for something to happen with Leslie, then that's going to be a problem too, because it seems like the show is trying to drum up so much drama at one time that we have so many irons in the fire that we're not clearing anything up. We're not clearing, some things up. But nevertheless, I appreciate um how much drama we have, and they just keep it interesting, and I can appreciate that. I can say that for sure. I think the only thing that I really have a distaste for is the Leslie not getting any type of um slap on the hand for what she's done. That's it, and that's all. And I hate that they're trying to humanize this hoe, because it's just ridiculous. But anyway, moving on. Let me look at some of y'all comments. Melrose One says, did Carlton know about Ted having an affair with Leslie while it was happening? I would think Nicole would be upset if true. Right. That's what I'm saying. They were supposed to be best friends. And I don't know. Maybe he didn't tell Carlton, because I'm sure Carlton probably, him being so obsessed with Nicole, he would have probably tried to tell her so that he can get her sooner than later. Who knows? But again, he has to keep the charade going up that his loyalties lie with his friend more than the wife, I guess. Who knows? Why would Ted be friends with woman that plotted and planned and ruined his marriage? Exactly. That storyline, the developing, is pissing me off, because my thing is, Eva is a grown woman. It's not like y'all gotta schedule pickups times to pick her up from school and parent her or whatever, or both of y'all gotta figure out how to pay for her college or drop her off for the first day of school. Like, what? I don't get it. It's ridiculous. But child, a mess. I can't stand it. I really, really can't stand it. It just don't make no sense. Miss B says, I'm one of the ones who believe Eva and Kat was switched, but not twins. Now that makes sense. If they were switched, that is believable. But the fact that people keep saying, oh, I bet you they're twins and they're both Nicole's, and Leslie stole one of the twins. That just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Nicole would know if she had two kids. Like, what is going on in people's minds? It's weird to me. Ms. B says this show seems to turn storylines pretty fast. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Like I said, the Leslie storyline is the only one that is just not making any sense. We already know who Haley is, right? Which, child, I am loving the turning point for Haley. Now, I think Haley actually does care about Bill. I do, even though she's trying to off him. I think she still cares. I think she cares about Bill, because you can see glimpses of it that she actually cares about him. But I also think that she would rather just have his money. But let's move on over to Samantha's old fast ass tail. Samantha, baby girl, how dumb are you? Why would you try to sleep with this little boy on the damn couch? You couldn't take him upstairs to your room. Now, mind you, I saw some behind the scenes stuff where going up those steps in Martin and Smitty's house, there's really nowhere to it's closed off. So I'm like, dang, every time Samantha and Tyrell go upstairs and Smitty and Martin are talking on the couch, they gotta pretty much stand there until that scene is over. Cause it's nowhere for them to get out up there. You just basically standing up there until the scene is over. Cause it's like a piece of wood blocking it. Like, it's really no upstairs, which is, understandable. It's a set. But I thought that was so interesting when I saw that. But Samantha and this little boy, Nate or Nathan, whatever his name is, they on the couch and he pulls out a Magnum, the gold wrapper. Okay. So little boy must think he about to pack her with some serious punches with that peen. And he's like, you sure? You sure? He asking her. And then here comes Smitty and Martin. Now the little boy must have done this before. He's so used to lying and carrying on. He told me something, yeah, we was in here studying for chemistry. And Samantha looking so dumb. She's like, well, yeah, that's what we was doing. Then Martin is like, oh yeah, you sure was with this condom on the floor. Are you kidding me? I'm not stupid. And so Martin tells him, don't you ever talk to my daughter again. Even at school, you walk on by. Don't you say nothing to my daughter. Don't DM her. Don't call her. Don't text her. You don't know my daughter. So Nathan leaves, and Samantha's like, you just ruined my life. Bitch, what? They actually saved your life, because what if you got pregnant by this little boy? And what is her? And Samantha is just dumb to me, because you think that was going to keep this boy by giving it up. It just takes you back to when you were young, and we all did stupid stuff for boys in our lives, right? I mean, maybe some of y'all perfect where you didn't, but I know I've done some stupid things that I'm glad I ain't do nothing that I regret as an adult, but also my shit ain't on the internet like these kids nowadays, where everything is recorded and on Instagram, and it's basically lives forever. I'm I I'm telling you, making mistakes and not having it all over the internet forever is such a blessing. But anyway, Samantha thinks that somehow sleeping with this little boy is going to solidify their connection. And mind you, you are a young girl. I can imagine she's what, 16, 15 or 16 years old. And you're listening to your aunt and your older cousin, who are grown ass women, talking about their escapades with grown ass men. But you over here soaking it up like, oh, if it worked for them, then I'll sleep with him and then we'll be together. We might even get married, child. No, no, Samantha. But at least have some brains. Why the hell would you try to sleep with this little mofo on the fucking couch? Everybody walks through the front door, you big dummy. She just as green as all get up. But anyway, even later on, her dumb ass, she hadn't learned her lesson yet. She ain't feel bad at all, little fast ass, little huzzy. She goes upstairs, talks to her brother about it. And even her brother told her that this didn't make any sense and it was stupid. And she shouldn't have done that. And she tricks him into listening to some music. And she takes his phone and texts homeboy from his phone. I'm like, Samantha, what's going to happen when the boy texts Tyrell back? Are you stupid? Child, unfreaking believable. And then we see in a later episode where Tyrell and his little girlfriend, well, they back together now. They going to some dance, and they see Nathan at Orphe Jeans with his football suit on, and he tries to punk Tyrell. Tyrell was like, "Go ahead, do your worst. I don't give a damn about what you talking about. I can basically read the fuck out of you with my words. You could talk about me being a chess player and this, that, and the third, but you are a dummy. You can talk, you can put your hands on me, but you'll still be dumb after we fight." I love the fact that Tyrell basically didn't give in to this little boy's foolishness. But the boy walked, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you live. And he walked off. So the little girl that he basically told Tyrell that Samantha was texting him from his phone. Which I'm like, if I'm Tyrell, I'm gonna go home and cuss my little sister out, because it's like, girl, are you dumb? You are so pressed to give up your little cookies to this boy that could give two shits about you. I'm just like, wow. I just don't get it. But anyway, Tyrell, he went out with his little girlfriend. Samantha is upset because she's like, you let Tyrell do this and that and the third. Is it because he's a boy and I'm a girl? And no, it's because Tyrell is not being sneaky, Samantha. You are a sneaky little you over here trying to get your hot pocket filled up with some pepperonis. You turning into a little slut bucket, honey. Knock it off. But she ain't gonna learn until she really do learn. And she goes and talks to Nicole about it at a later episode because Smitty and Martin basically told her, you grounded. You can't do shit. And she wanted to go to something that the Duprees are having. And she don't really want to go participate. She just want to do some shit so she can go get away and talk to that boy. I'm like, you know what? If I was her parents, I have half a mind to let her go and give up a little cookies to the boy, so then she can be embarrassed at school. You think you slick? You want to give it up so bad? Let me let you see what it's like after you give it up. And this boy, everybody done told you, even June, your former crackhead ass mama told you and saw right through this boy and told you that he wasn't shit. But you don't, these little kids don't believe shit stink until it's muddled in their face, child. A mess. So, other developing stories that we have is Elon and Isaiah. So once we finally get fully like introduced to Isaiah, Isaiah is at the bar and he's trying to call Yolanda. Yolanda like, scram, leave me the fuck alone. Like I said, don't come back here. I don't want your ass now. So he looking around the bar and he see everybody is like intertwined into relationships and people, loving up on each other. I guess he a damn lover boy. He got to have him a woman. So he calls Eva. And I'm like, Eva, why you always so accessible? She can show up at the country club. She can go. She like everywhere somebody need her to damn be. She like Visa. So he calls her. She comes to sit down and talk to him. And it just seems like Eva, I'm tired of her being everybody's rebound because he's sitting there telling her about Yolanda and everything that's going on with her and this job, how his family and this, that, and the third. And Eva just sitting there listening to him. And also, I don't like how they are letting Eva get off scot-free with all the shit that she do too. So she getting a whole new love interest, running around a lot, just participating in her mother's bullshit. And now she's getting this, oh, woe is Eva. Eva done slept with her sister's man. But now she's getting rewarded with another man. I I guess. I guess. So her and Isaiah are vibing. I like Isaiah. I think Isaiah is handsome. He like I told y'all, he was the fake UPS worker on Sisters, and he had them cornrows. I guess his hair done grew out, so they're gonna put it in this man bun on top of his head. So anyway, then we see Isaiah later on. He goes to the precinct to visit like I guess to go see Elon to let him know that he's home. And Elon is like, apparently there's 3 sons. So we learned that there's another son. So I didn't know if they confirmed whether it was another son or a daughter. I'm not sure, but it's 3 of them nevertheless. And I think the mother works in law enforcement or something. So there's room for us to introduce 2 more characters from that family. So from the Hawthorne family anyway. So moving on, Elon is having a back and forth with Jacob that Isaiah walks in on because Elon is basically telling Jacob that he just some goody two shoes or whatever, and he don't really understand what it's like to be. He not really understanding what a good cop really is. He thinks he just know every damn thing, and basically Elon trying to give him some street sense that listen, sometimes you got to play along with some of these fools to make sure that you can keep these streets quiet. So he said it without saying it, that he plays into these little games with um child Joey because you have to. And I'm like, duh, some people have to do undercover stuff to make sure that they can really keep an eye on the bad guy. And Jacob and his whispering ass don't get that. So they're having a back and forth. Um, Isaiah comes in. Jacob is, happy to see Isaiah because he done already seen him at the restaurant where Naomi was acting a damn fool. But Elon, Isaiah tells him that he's back and he's thinking about, Elon goes in on Isaiah like you ain't doing nothing with your life. This ain't what I wanted for your life. And then he says, well, wait, I got a job at Banneker. And he's like, oh, okay, great. When do you start or whatever? And he's like, well, I don't know if I'm taking the job yet. And Jacob was like, I thought you said you was going to take the job or whatever. And he's like, listen, I'm still just trying to figure it out, which I don't understand why he wouldn't take the job. Like, what else are you going to be doing if you don't take this job, sir? And why are you basing your whole life around some woman that obviously is telling you that she ain't checking for you? I don't get it. That's beyond hopeless romantic. Now you just look like a damn fool. But in this whole scene, I didn't understand Elon's anger. I didn't get it. Like, you're mad because he's not a police officer. Being a police officer or in law enforcement is not the only career. It's like he was happy about him working at Banneker, but not really. He's like, I just wanted more for your life. I do love that Elon has a real DC accent. I think he really is from the area because he truly has a DC accent. That's a native right there. But I don't know. I just don't appreciate him trying to control. I get it. The boy was back and forth in the jail. He made some mistakes when he was younger or whatever. But now that he's grown and he's been living in Chicago all this time, I just don't get, like, why are you so upset with him? And obviously, when he was living in Chicago, he was fending for himself. He was doing, living his life. He wasn't asking you for nothing. So why are you worrying about what he doing? Long as he's alive and doing well, who cares? I don't get it. I just don't get it. These Hawthorne people they just do too much. They doing too much. Elon, Jacob, all of them, they doing too damn much. So, let's see how this develops with this family dynamic. So, moving on, now that we talking about Jacob, let's go to Jake. Let's get into Jacob and his shit with Naomi. Let me read y'all comments real fast before we go into that. D says, how is she so green when her and her brother are from the streets? Right, D. That is a perfect, that makes, you are dead on, head on with that. You hit the head right on the nail, right on the head with that. Because my thing is, they were like 9 and 7 or 9 and 8 when they were adopted. So you have had to, create survival methods. Tyrell talks about how he would have to, they would have to fend for themselves and find food and this, that, and the third because June done left them in the house by themselves. I don't get it. How can you be this dumb and so trusting? They act like they grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth, like Danny and daggone Nicole did, and Chelsea and Naomi and Martin and Kat. It's crazy. Very crazy. She's right. They weren't adopted as babies. I don't know. Melrose one says, I couldn't believe Samantha told her parents that she wasn't going to do anything that they don't do. Child. She got a smart ass mouth. And she wouldn't see the light of day for quite some time if you ask me. She'd be getting homeschooled. She wouldn't be going no damn where. Because what you're not about to do is be using your little hot pocket on my damn time. No, ma'am. And you this determined to do it? Yeah, Samantha's something else. She is something else, okay? Montrez, what's up, Montrez Jones? Thank you so much for joining. Hey, hey, hey. The other son's name is Luke. Okay, got you. Yeah, I was actually excited about that because now, we have room for some more characters. So actually, before we go into Jacob, let's talk about Elon going over here to talk to daggone Joey, because he upset that Joey wants to stop Marcel from retiring. I believe that Elon is upset about Marcel staying around because I think that Elon, he doesn't like the fact that Jacob doesn't look at him like, oh, my dad is just a golden man and he's just done everything right. I think that Joey represents the bad part of him that has been revealed to Jacob. So he no longer looks like the guy that, the dad that just can do no wrong to Jacob. And so, and the fact that Joey would even say, "Oh yeah, maybe we can get okay." So if you want Marcel to quit and go ahead and retire, then maybe we can get Jacob to pick up the slack for what he isn't going to be doing. And I'm like, now good and daggone well, Dudley Do Right Jacob was not about to be on your henchman list. Absolutely not. And if I'm Marcel, I would retire and be like, fuck Joey. I will go live my damn life. You have to catch me if you can. Cause what you gonna do? Drag me back to the United States to uh kill people for you? No. Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. But whatever. Moving on. Elon don't want Marcel around because he's a liability at this point. And he really is, because every time he sees Marcel represents all the bad stuff that Joey has done that he don't want nobody to know about. I mean, Marcel represents all the bad things that, yeah, Joey has done that Elon himself has participated in, and he don't want nobody to know. And there's that. So we gonna see, and he even suggests Isaiah to jump in and be the bad guy. And I'm like, yeah, Isaiah made mistakes in the past, but now he is helping troubled youth and he about to be a professor and this, that, and the third. That doesn't mean that he want to now come and work for damn Joey. And the fact that Joey set his mouth to say that to Elon is a problem. That's why you can't go using these bad guys for stuff and just think that it's like when you in a gang, you can't just get out. You can't just go to them and be like, I don't want to do this no more. It ain't that easy. But we're gonna see what happens with Isaiah as his character develops. So moving on, okay. We ain't gonna talk about Ashley and Derek too much. I really don't care. Derek, tell that lady that you're walking. I think this week we supposed to figure out that she's gonna see that he's walking. This stupid ass. I'm like, he knows when she gets off work. He just be on the phone trying to stand up and shit. And she always almost about to catch him as she's coming into the house. Then he pulls this stunt where he calls Jacob and Naomi, pressing them out to come up to the hospital because he finds out from Shanice that it's actually not a scheduling conflict. He thought that, Ashley told him that she couldn't get off work and she trying to find a venue. She just having all these troubles with planning the wedding that, let's just prolong it. Derek, long story short, Ashley does not want to marry your dumb ass, okay? And the fact that you constantly have to figure out and lurk around the corner every time she's talking to Andre, that lets you know she does not like you. She's just not that into you, okay? She's not into you, sir. Get healed and move on. I honestly, I don't get what the writers see in Ashley and Derek. There's no chemistry between Ashley and Andre. I don't want to see them together. And Derek and Ashley, they have chemistry, like relationship wise, But then they don't. It's like they do and they don't. Derek always looked like he's shocked, like, oh, what's going on? He's like always looking like he don't know what the hell is happening. He always he lies to Ashley all the time about he's lying about his injury. He got everybody around him lying for him. It's like I just don't get why he thinks that holding this information in is going to keep them together. If he knows her the way that he says that he does, he would know that Ashley gonna leave you the minute that she find out that your ass is lying. And all this time you've been hiding it from her. She done come in, caught you sweating. It's not like you was choking the chicken. You in here sweating and carrying on, and she's like, "Oh, are you trying to stand up? You how you doing? This, that, and third." And you lying. All you think about is Andre all goddamn day. Derek is getting on my nerves. And the fact that you call these people off they good government jobs to get your ass, get them up here to pressure Ashley into setting a date, I will give you that ring back. He told me, you asked me to marry you. Now you know good and damn well. You know good and damn well why that woman asked you to marry her. You asked her first, and she declined. She's just trying to be nice. But Ashley, it's also, girl, if you don't want this man, leave him alone. Stop just, you don't have to feel obligated to be there for him, because all the stupid shit that he done did, going and trying to do daredevil shit because he upset over you and his y'all relationship not working out, that's on him. That don't have nothing to do with you, and you don't have no obligation to this fool for his foolishness. But yeah, I'm over them, and that's just what they gonna do, and that's what they does, and I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Moving on. Let's talk about Jacob and Naomi. Jacob, listen, Naomi don't want to have no kids. Naomi, you are like, Naomi, I'm really, you're getting on my nerves. It's like you want to beat this man into submission, because it's like you gotta have him, he gotta walk around happy that you don't want to have a kid. It's like, yeah, we get it. Y'all not gonna have children. We get it. But you're not acknowledging his feelings. It's like everything is okay long as it's going your way. And you want to argue him down to the death. Now, I love the fact that you want to be a great lawyer and you want to do, but that can't be the only characteristic that overpowers your entire life. Everything, being a lawyer can't be the foundation of your life. See, these people, Jacob and Naomi, they make their jobs their everything. And if you think about work like that all the damn time, that's a problem, because you're going to be one of those people that want to jump off the damn balcony if you lose your damn job. And that's some WP shit right there, because they ain't never had to deal with no adversity in their life for the most part. But you doing too much. Both of y'all do too much where it comes to y'all jobs. And Naomi, for you to sit up here and, I don't know. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of Naomi. I get it. I respect the fact that she doesn't want to have kids. But girl, let go. Let up on Mr. Jacob. You're doing too much. It's okay for him to want to have children. Y'all just work it out. Like, he could just be an extremely good uncle. I love the fact that he actually went to Nicole's. In today's episode, he went to Nicole's office. And even though Nicole couldn't counsel him, she told him that, why don't you go volunteer somewhere? Like, why don't you go help the underserved youth and, just be like a big brother. I think that is a great idea, because a lot of people want to have children because they just think it's cute to have a little baby, but it's a lot of responsibility raising children. It really is. And, I think that it all looks good out as in the outside looking in. But when you are responsible for a little person's life and who they become every day, that shit hits you once the baby comes out. I know it did for me when I birthed my son. I was like, woo, wow, this was all nice and dandy while I was pregnant. Because technically, while you're pregnant, You're caring for your baby because you're trying to bring them to fruition, bring them earthside. But shit gets real once that baby come out and you breastfeeding and you up all night. Hell, I be up all night now thinking about my son. Oh, is he sleeping good? Is he, is he warm? Is he this? And he at school? Is anybody messing with my baby? Did he eat good? Is he, this? You think about your kid 24/7. 24/7. And that's why it's extremely important to be mindful of who you have children with as well. And Jacob, you don't want to have no kids with Naomi because one, she don't want to have none, and two, forcing her into having a kid, I don't believe is going to make her change her damn mind. And I think Naomi ass is still pregnant. I do. I think whatever them drugs is that homeboy done put up in there, homegirl Haley done put up in that cupcake, I think that might have skewed the results. And I love the fact that Chelsea gave Naomi some good advice and told her that it's like you just want to win an argument. You're not listening to how Jacob feels. And I'm glad somebody was honest with her because you just walking around angry. I get it. Your hormones probably all over the place because I think she is pregnant. But girl, that's not a reason. That's no need for you. There's no need for you to be this nasty to your husband. I think it's giving too much. It's giving extremely too much. But moving on. Speaking I just hope they get their shit together. Jacob was able to talk to Naomi since we got a new set today, y'all. We got a cafeteria at the hospital. I was like, okay, excuse me. So Jacob, Chelsea ends up leaving to go meet with Kat, and then Jacob shows up because he overheard that Naomi was meeting with Chelsea, and he tells her, his new discovery, having a conversation with Nicole. Nicole has referred a counselor to him or whatever, or a doctor to him because Naomi dog ass talking about I don't need therapy, just you. And I'm like, most 9 times out of 10, the people that say that they don't need therapy and it's just the other person that need it, they the motherfucker that needed the damn most. And so I like the fact that she actually listened to Chelsea and she's actually going to go to therapy with Jacob. So, and they goddamn need it. They need it. So, listen. All right. Caroline McWilson says, agreed. Naomi wants Jacob to share her feelings because the minute somebody else looks at Jacob, that's when she will pay attention. Exactly. Let somebody walk around tomorrow. I had your babies. Then she'll be like, I know you lying. Yeah, girl. Huh. I thought you didn't want to have no kids. It's like she just wants to control. She wants everything to be picture perfect. She's so afraid of being like her parents that the minute something goes wrong, that's her and that dumbass Ashley too, though. Like they always the universe, this and that and the third and blah blah blah. Like y'all are just them two are just in the clouds. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, moving on. Let's move on to Chelsea real fast. Chelsea and Madison are having some issues because Madison's mama is she's holistic and Madison is a doctor and she only want to prescribe medication. Now, no shade to the peoples in the healthcare industry. I think my girl Sweet Pea is in here. D says it gets real when you realize you've got to push that baby. Child, you ain't never lied, D. Okay, you ain't never lied because that pain I can't even describe it, honey. To this day. Sweet Pea 724 says, "Hey Shay and Chad, what's up, friend? Thank you so much for joining." Sweet Pea is my mod as well, so y'all better go and like up that video, okay? Carolyn McWilson says, "You are right. Ashley and Naomi are two of a kind. Right. They just do too damn much. Well, the universe said this, and maybe this happened because you know what? Oh my God, I got pregnant and the results were wrong, but maybe, just maybe, I got pregnant by accident because it needed to bring out the fact that you really want to have children. Girl, stop. Stop. But Chelsea and Madison are having issues because Madison's mama don't like medicine, and Madison, she tags Madison as a doctor to agree with her stuff. Let me say this, okay? Let me just tell y'all right now. I have so many friends, like I have several friends that are doctors. I am so grateful that I can call them and be like, girl, listen, I got a headache. I done had it for 2 days. What the hell would this mean, child? Because I'd be the first one on the internet Googling my damn symptoms, and they be like, stop, don't do that. And like several of my good homegirls are nurse practitioners, which damn near is a freaking doctor. But they can't stand that I would rather do the holistic route for shit too. I'm an herbalist. I'm a certified herbalist. So I mix blends and teas and herbs and all this stuff. And I would rather do shit the natural way first before I take medication. I barely take medication for a lot of things because I feel like for me, medication is just a band-aid. It does not cure anything. Okay. So that's just my 5 to 10 cents on that. But that's okay. I mean, I don't, I say all that to say, I would never tag Sweet Pea or, any of my nurse practitioner friends and doctor friends. I would not tag them in no shit and be like, oh, this is, see, they agree and they got a full degree. They doctors. No. So I get Madison, she's really passionate about what she does and this, that, and third. Chelsea, you shouldn't have put your nose in the middle of that. You should mind your business, sis. You haven't even met her damn mama yet. And you doing polls in your damn story to see if you should get in the middle of their drama and bring them back together. Madison then decided not to talk to her mama and stuff like that. Listen, as a person, I'll admit, and in my members only, you all know, relationships with your mom can be very, women and their moms, it can be up and down, child. Okay. Lord knows I've had my trials and tribulations. Thank God I'm on the positive side of it right now. But it happens. Like mothers and daughters battle like no other. It is very crazy. And I just wish somebody could crack the code on how to have a healthy relationship with your mama. Okay. Um, I mean, I've seen healthy relationships amongst my friends and their moms or whatever. But listen, shit happens. Shit happens. But Chelsea, stay out of that. You ain't even met this girl's mama yet, and you all in betwixt they business, honey. That's not your business, baby girl. That's not your business. And Madison, listen, everything don't need a piece of medication, honey. It don't. It really, really don't. Everything doesn't require medication. I understand that when you go to medical school, everything is driven. They don't even teach them natural remedies. They don't teach. Doctors are not taught how to heal through herbal remedies or food or things like that. They're not taught that. Everything is towards a drug. And the reason why is because that's how they make their money. It's sad and unfortunate that they don't teach them natural methods because back in the day we ain't have all these damn pills and shit. But anyway, I'm talking about that a little too long because I'm passionate about it too. But I say all that to say I would not, if my son grows up to become a doctor, I'm not about to be tagging him on my shit to validate what I'm saying. I believe that Madison and her mom can have a relationship where her mom can have her beliefs and Madison can have hers. And they can just choose to not talk about those things together as a unit. That's just my 10 cents on that. Miss B says Chelsea is is as boring as Ashley then. Ashley and them. Chelsea is as boring as Ashley and them. Even being trapped up in the cabin didn't help. Child, you know what, Miss B, I tend to agree with you, sis. Chelsea, I just can't get jiggy with this shit. I can't, Chelsea. I'm sorry, honey. Chelsea is boring to me too. I don't I think that they pushing a whole lot. My brother is in the chat. What's up? What's up, bro? Thank you so much. I know you don't watch the damn show, but thank you for hopping on. D. Herfer says osteopaths are taught differently and not to push a pill first. My niece and her dad are DOs. Oh, okay. I love that. I love that. You done taught me something, okay? You done taught me something. Melrose One says, Ms. B, sometimes I rank Chelsea more boring than Ashley. Child. Y'all ain't never lied, okay? Listen, this is the first time I'm saying it out loud. I think Chelsea is. Now, I don't know. I don't know if she more boring than Ashley, but they fighting tooth and nail. They fighting. Mm-hmm. The level of boring is heightening day by day. So let's get into the last but not least troublesome story of it all. Actually, before we get into Ted, Nicole, Leslie, and all that, let's talk about Joey and Vanessa. Vanessa, Joey was not playing baby girl when he sat down and told that lady, you talking about, I want more responsibility. What do you want? I'm really struggling with what the fuck Vanessa wants to do. Vanessa, do you want to go off somebody? Do you want to go to one of the henchman sessions and beat them to a pulp for them to tell the truth because they stole money? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to be on some Griselda Blanco shit? I don't know what exactly Vanessa wants to do, but Vanessa, baby, you're a cupcake. I don't know why you trying to get deep into the weeds with Joey's business, but you're not as gangster as you think you are, sis. You were helping this man hide funds through a real estate company. Just stop. Like, girl, you are just the most moist cupcake in Fairmont Crest. And Danny and Dagon, you know what gets me about Danny and Nicole? Nicole sat down with Vanessa and was like, I can't believe Haley and Leslie are becoming friends. And then they start talking about how, Vanessa was mad at Danny for approaching Joey and telling him basically, don't fuck with my friend. And I'm like, Danny is talking to her about Haley and Leslie being the home wreckers of Fairmont Crest. Do you and Nicole forget that your friend Vanessa is a hoe bag? Vanessa been out there spreading her little coup de trois to whoever would stick their sausage in it and give her a good old time. Do y'all ever tell her to stop hoeing around? I'm just saying. And I'm pretty sure she probably slept with somebody's damn husband too. The way she sleeps around. What I don't get it. Y'all can judge whoever, y'all can judge everybody but your friend. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't understand. But Vanessa, girl, knock it off. You're not a gangster. You're not a madam. You ain't none of that. Just keep fucking Joey on the damn poker table. Let him poke you on the poker table. Get your little rocks off. Keep doing your real estate transactions if that's what you want to do. Because now if you making money off of it, then girl, just shut the fuck up. Because I'm tired of hearing about her trying to be a damn gangster. You're not a fucking gangster, Vanessa. Your husband ain't even 2 seconds in the ground, and you trying to be reckless. And then you not thinking about your damn kids. Cause if you out here trying to act like you off with somebody's head with some shit, you trying to be madam off of all the Queen's men type gangster. But you got 2 kids. You think people won't go after your children to hurt you? That's how you know you ain't no gangster, because you're not thinking about those things. Joey trying to tell you, so he makes her the head of his escort situation because that's still a legal entity. But she's like, I'm gonna show you that it's worth it for me to be more than just that. I'm like, girl, why do you want to do illegal shit? Do you want to go to jail? Maybe you should go talk to Chelsea about how to eat some coochie, because that's what you're gonna end up doing. Because your ass gonna be, you want to fuck all the damn time. You gonna be bumping coochies, doing all this shit. Well, you know what? Don't nobody go to jail on this damn show, because Leslie ass is walking around spending money till the cows go home. Child, don't nobody have no consequences in this bitch. So go on, Vanessa, go be a criminal. I mean, fuck it. So the lady comes, some lady, that the town crier, that's always talking shit, and she always in everybody's business. Well, the people are saying that you are, you hanging out with the likes of this man over here. She talking about the man like he not sitting there, and telling Vanessa that she don't look good being around him. But yet you over here sleeping with the damn trainer. You ain't clean as a whistle, as a cucumber your damn self, lady. Over here talking shit about people. And then Vanessa tells her, "Oh yeah, and by the way, make sure because her and Joey have a back and forth about how she wasn't paying Diego. He was fucking her for free." And he looking at Diego like, "Oh, this hoe ain't get my damn money." He gave real pimp people's eyebrow when Vanessa told him that she was getting that dick from Diego for free, honey. He ain't like that. So Vanessa got a little jealous that Diego was fucking homegirl. He found out. She found out now with her new title. She went back over there and carried sis and was like, "Listen, make sure you bitch better have my fucking money, okay? Cause I'm in charge. I'm the HBIC around this motherfucker." But Joey making that joke about him often Doug just to be with her, Vanessa. There's truth in jokes, honey. And I believe that Vanessa, she knows that. But child, moving on, Vanessa, you ain't no fucking gangster girl, and I can't wait till Joey really show your ass what's really good. Let's get to, we're gonna talk about Haley and Bill as well, but let's talk about Nicole, Ted, and Leslie. Now, this episode where Leslie went over to Nicole's house, fire your whole staff, Nicole. Because first and foremost, the episode 161, you told Laverne or whatever the fuck her name is. I thought Mona was the house manager and was supposed to be answering the damn door. How much fucking money do these people have where they got to hire people for full salaries to be working in their goddamn house? How big is this goddamn house, and how much need work? How many workers do you fucking need? So you got Janelle Monet's grandmother, Luverne, or whatever fuck her name is. She let Carlton in after Nicole just told her ass not to let nobody in the damn house because she don't feel like talking to nobody. But she done let this man in. Now, I'm like, where is your vivid camera? Like, what? So Leslie comes over to Nicole's house in her angel outfit. Mind you, this is where it's pissing me off. Why is Leslie at this lady's house? They are divorced. You want Ted's dick. I'm starting to think that she want to bump coochies with Nicole. She want to smell that Febreze from betwixt Nicole's thighs. Because the way Nicole's spraying that damn Febreze, I think Leslie want to lick it off her. I'm like, Nicole over here watching movies with her daddy on Halloween. I guess this is like a holiday that she really loves because her and Ted used to go all out. Ted having a conversation with Andre to talk about that. And I'm like, why the fuck is Leslie over here? And why do people keep letting her in their damn house? There is no reason for her to be interacting with Nicole at this point. Now it's at this point it's just obnoxious. Why are you here? That was a waste of a goddamn scene. The cops should have been at the door right behind her to lock her fucking ass up. And they should have had on that leather jacket while they was doing it to lock her dumb ass up. That's what I want to see. That's the outfit that she should have been dressed up like a fucking inmate. And I hope that's going to be her next journey now that Laura is back around. Cause I'm like, damn, how the fuck does Ted, all of y'all care about Laura? Why ain't nobody went to Jacob and said, hey, we need to prosecute this bitch? We know that she poisoned Laura. Like, why isn't Laura asking the cops to investigate what the fuck happened to her? You over here helping Anita with benefits for goddamn Leslie's mama. And I'm like, girl, I'm gonna need Anita to get over this guilt for this woman. Because you doing all these benefits for her and shit. Girl, let her rest in the soil. Cause like, Anita, enough of this now. Barbara is gone. We don't listen. Rest in peace, Barbara. You done gave her. And then I'm like, how the fuck is all this endless money that Anita then gave to these people? She ain't no multi-billionaire in Fairmont Crest. But hell, the way they gave people $50,000 left and right to pay off henchmen, maybe these motherfuckers do got some endless bread. I don't know. All this shit is sounding dumb as hell. It's starting to piss me off. But moving on. Leslie brings her dog ass over to Nicole's house to talk about absolutely fucking nothing. And Vernon tells her, maybe you need to go on and get on up out of here. Because we about to watch some scary movies. I don't want to be in one. Okay? I just don't get why Leslie has to be around them so bad. It's like, girl, you wanted to be prestigious. You wanted to have money. You got it. Why do you need to be around them to feel validated? It's like she needs to be around the Duprees. That's the same thing with that goddamn Bill. You gotta remain close to the Duprees so you can feel valid in life. I'm like, God damn, for everybody to be sucking on the Dupree's dicks the way they do, they should have more backbone. All of them soft as hell, paying Bill to fix absolutely nothing. It's crazy. He's the worst fixer ever. Nicole ain't fixing shit. Like, why do the Duprees even have all this power? You own the country club and can't even throw this hoe out. Ain't that goddamn nothing? Child, moving on. So then Ted he's talking to Andre, and he's talking about Halloween and how he wishes that he was at his house and him and Nicole get all dressed up and deck the house out and blah blah blah. Ted, let me say this to you, sir. All we saw you do is send Nicole flowers and let Leslie into your hotel room every chance you got. Now I get it. This is a soap opera, so they gonna make it look worse. You know, they got to have Ted and her having interactions. But like I said, there is no need for Ted to be around Leslie because Eva is a grown-ass woman. Eva, go sit down with Nicole. Since Nicole let everybody in her fucking house anyway, she'll let you in. Go on over there and talk to Nicole and tell her that your mother pulled that fucking fire alarm. And then maybe Nicole, she probably, her dumb ass, even though she's a goddamn therapist and she supposed to be the best in the damn game, she didn't think to go to therapy with her own fucking husband so that they can deal with their issues of why he felt the need to cheat while she was going through miscarriages. No, you didn't go to therapy to unpack that. You just go straight for divorce. And now you still unhealed. But Eva should have took her dog ass over to Nicole's house and told her, drop a dime on her mother's ass, because her mother don't give two shits about her. Eva has all of this loyalty to Leslie, that Leslie just, but at the end of the day, Leslie used Eva to get to Ted. And I'm like, if you really, they had this whole crying scene, Eva and Leslie, where Leslie's like, oh my God, I love you so much. Because Ted sits down with Eva and asks her to call him dad. He's like, I really just want to make things right with Eva and this, that, and the third. And, I really would love for you to start calling me dad. And I'm like, Ted, you really don't know how to do shit right. Because you over here, I get it. That's your daughter. And I want him to build a relationship with Eva, right? But you got Kat over here. Her whole fucking life is falling apart. Martin is about to start blaming her for his little fast tail ass daughter, where her were trying to get pepperoni stuffed in her hot pocket from Nathan, lying her ass off. He about to be arguing with Kat. Kat is everybody blaming Kat for Eva and Tomas, and everybody want Kat to feel sorry for Eva. Child, but you've had minimal scenes with Kat. You ain't talked to Martin about nothing that's going on. We've seen minimal scenes with Martin and damn Ted. You ain't go give your son no advice about his marriage, nothing. You just been over here sulking and selfish. But yet you want to be Captain Save-A-Ho and the best dad in America for fucking Eva. The self-same kid that fucked your whole marriage up. Now I get it. She didn't ask to be here. And you want to get to know her. But you don't need to have this obsessive ass Leslie around for y'all to have a healthy relationship. You do not need Leslie. You done gave the girl a job. Your wife had given her a job. You gave her a job. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Ted is a very complicated character, but it's not realistic, because I have a hard time believing that any man is this fucking gullible and stupid. You sitting up here hugging Leslie at the bar and was like, I've just decided that I'm just going to forgive you. I'm going to, Nicole forgave me and I'm going to forgive you. He sees Leslie at the bar in her angel outfit, and he asks her to tell him what happened at Nicole's house, because she reveals that she went over to Nicole's house, and he begging her to tell him what happened. I'm like, Ted, first of all, you should have been like, why the fuck were you at my house messing with Nicole? We're not even married anymore. Leave her the fuck alone. You want to jump stupid in Carlton's face. That's who you need to be you need to be telling about their damn self. Leslie, tell her to leave Nicole the fuck alone. I just don't get it. I'm telling you, Leslie want to fuck Nicole. They got a lot of gay shit going on this show anyway. I bet they was going to make everybody gay, child. I don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but goddamn, this is borderline. This is obsessive as hell. It's crazy. She over the damn Dupree's house, over at Vernon and Anita's house every 5 minutes. And I'm sick and tired of them letting her ass in too. But again, they got to make a story around her. I just can't stand how they keep trying to humanize her. And that did not move me. That whole scene with her sitting there crying with Eva, how she telling Eva, I'm so happy for you that you and your dad are developing a relationship. I don't feel no ways tired about Eva and Ted being close. I don't. And I don't feel no ways tired about you sitting here crying, Leslie. That is not moving me. When are you going to jail, bitch? You put potassium in Laura's IV. You ran her off the road. Go to jail, ho. I'm tired of you. She even made a joke. Mind you, y'all, she even made a joke about the fucking leather jacket in the scene with Ted. And Ted knows about this leather jacket. She said, "Well, maybe if I used to have this leather jacket, it got a scratch on it, so it's somewhere in a donation pile. But I wore it. I could have put it on. It would have went good with this angel outfit." Y'all remember her saying that? I hope that is like foreshadowing of her ass going to fucking jail. She need to be in the cell with Allison's crazy ass. That's what she need to be. Cause this is unbelievable at this point. Unfucking believable. So her and Eva sitting there, you know, oh Eva, I'm so happy for you. I just want the best for you. And you know what? I'm learning with Ted forgiving me that it's not all about things. Yes, it is, Leslie. That's what all of this shit was all about. In your head, you are just crazy as hell. In her head, she feels like Eva, her, and Ted are the real family. Bitch, you stepped in the middle of somebody else's fucking family. This was a ready-made, already established family, ho. You were a side chick. Newsflash, side chicks rarely become the main chick, okay? Rarely. I can't believe that Ted has allowed himself to be caught up in this stupid shit. I would have the Heisman up every fucking time she come around me. She would get the serious stiff arm every time. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sweet Pea says Leslie is giving obsessed stalker and is okay. Ted is a dog. Child. Yes, he is. Wait, is that a cat? No, she said he's a pussy child. And is okay. Ms. B says Martin, Joey, Randy, Elon have taken lives. Haley is in the process of trying and others involved with such crimes. And no one has gone to jail but Allison. So why is she going if nobody else has? This is true, but the reason why Martin ain't going because they covering up for him and they done paid for that. Joey and Randy, they in cahoots with the daggone with Elon, which if Elon go to jail, then he the damn chief of police. So he's covering up for them. Nobody's covering for Leslie. She just plain old getting away with it. So that's the difference between all of them. They have allies in their BS. Leslie, on the other hand, doesn't even know about these crimes that these other people are doing to protect herself. And Elon being the chief of police in the midst of all of it, that's why. He ain't gonna snitch on himself, lose his job and credibility, which he's already lost credibility with his own damn son. But that's why. But she need to go to jail. She has got to go. I'm tired of her. I'm just tired of her getting this hero arc. Like I'm tired of them trying to humanize her and make her a good person after all the stuff that she has done. I just can't. Elon's crimes and Martin and all of that, it ain't really affecting nobody but them. She done ruined marriages and shit. Ruined Cat and Ted's relationship. She's ruined Ted's image. It's a lot. So she's over there messing up them people's house, tearing the house down and rebuilding it, making all this noise next to Anita and Vernon's house. She just terrorizing everybody. I'm sick of her. I need her to get some consequences real fast. But I'm just over Leslie. I'm tired of them trying to make her seem like a good person, and she's trash. And I want her daughter to wake up because your mother is a terrible person, and she ain't changed in this one conversation. All of a sudden, because Eva gets to call Ted dad, now you done had a whole epiphany. No, she's still trifling. I don't care. I don't like Leslie. I don't. She's a great villain on the show, but I'm just ready for her all her shenanigans to just stop. It's doing You keep on fucking with the Duprees, and they don't have nothing to do with your situation anymore. If you want to keep chasing Ted like Steve Urkel did Laura, I hope you finally get him. Cause it sounds like he's ready to be gotten the way that he always letting you come around. He ain't doing enough to get Nicole back, if you ask me. But child, that's that on that. The last thing is Andre and Danny and Haley and Bill. Danny, one thing that I really can appreciate with Haley, I think Haley does still really care. I think she cares about Bill, even though she's trying to kill him. I think she gets jealous with the whole Danny situation, and not just because she feels like Danny is messing up her money or whatever. I think that Haley cares about. I think she liked the lifestyle that she has with Bill, even though I'm like, how much poison is this really? How potent is this poison? And the fact that she always fiddling around with cups around him, I don't know why he ain't concerned about that. She done gave him like 4 doses of poison at this point, and this man ain't so much as wobbling. But I love how Haley, first of all, she checked Randy about lying about them sleeping together with Joey. But I'm like, Haley, all of y'all lies are stupid. Y'all are gonna get caught. You and Randy are world's dumbest criminals. That's for one thing. And Joey is gonna find out, and he gonna show you who the real criminal is, the one that you and Vanessa want to be so bad. But Haley tells Randy, she's like, there is no way. She's like, Danny was a very prominent model. She's beautiful. There is no way that I would let a man treat me the way that he treats her. Hell no. She like, I'm gonna get this money and I'm leaving his ass. I said, I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Cause ain't nobody about to have me out here looking like Boo Boo the goddamn fool. Shitting me. She like, I'm about to take this money. I'm about to take this trust fund money too. I'm gonna get all of that. Mind you, girl, how you gonna get trust fund money for a baby that's not real? You do know that you're not gonna get that. That money is gonna go to his kids, I'm sure. But child, Haley is over here trying to make sure that Bill don't take not another breath. And I'm like, but do you realize, girl, you gonna look real, it's gonna look real suspicious. And people do things like autopsies to see why people died. But child, the way this damn show going, ain't none of this shit realistic. So they gonna make up some shit anyway. And I just can't wait to see how she's gonna end up getting found out. That's gonna be interesting, to say the least. But the fact that Danny went over there asking Bill for his donation, and I do love that Nicole asked Ted, or Ted said he was going to still do his donation or whatever to their charity, and that prompted them to have a conversation. Somehow Danny going over and having this conversation with Bill, it's like, girl, it's giving desperate. Leave this man alone. He done you extremely dirty. There is no way that I would be over here talking to this fool. I don't care how fine Bill is. But Bill is like so excited that she asked him to still be the keynote speaker for the event. I'm like, girl, Why? This man has humiliated you to the 10th power. You all on it, maybe Billy onto Haley. Child. I hope so. I hope so. You got this private investigator following after Andre. You need to have him following after Haley's ass. But Haley and Bill talk about that story where she ain't want to put her hand in the truth that in the thing because it'll snap your hand off if you a liar. I'm like, she knew damn well. She knew better than to do that. That hand would have gotten nice and chopped up. But Bill and Haley, I'm ready for her to be found out. I want to see how that's going to end up. Because how is she going to stick around? I think that somehow her and Leslie are going to end up doing diabolical stuff together. But it's like, for what? Leslie having this premonition, this whole epiphany about how her and Ted can possibly be friends and this, that, and the third. I think she just thinks that this is going to be a stepping stone to them being together. I wouldn't be surprised if these writers wrote it that them two end up getting together, which would be crazy to me. But I'm just like, bring Ted somebody else. And at this point, I don't even want him to be with Shanice either. People were talking about him and Shanice getting together. I don't even want him to be with Shanice. I just bring somebody else on the show. These people getting on my nerves, child. They getting on my nerves, y'all. I cannot. I can't stand that Leslie is just getting away with all this shit. And frankly, I don't like that everybody is always constantly after Kat and nobody holds Eva accountable for her bullshit. I'm like, damn, Ted, can you tell Eva that she wrong for sleeping with Tomas? Or do you even fucking know? Because you so busy over there kissing her ass. I wonder if he knows that his precious daughter, I can't wait till he finds out that she knows that homegirl pulled that damn fire alarm. And if it wasn't for that fire alarm going off, he could have been back with his wife. Or that she's the one that told Leslie to come to his about him being drunk and her coming to his hotel room. So Eva is really the one that's causing the gap between you and Nicole right now, and you ain't even know it. But you over here giving her the world in a damn handbasket. Child. A mess. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. How do y'all think that Haley is going to get found out? What do you think about Danny still pining after damn Bill, child? And what y'all think is Andre's reason for not taking pictures? Because Danny's little friend is like, listen, Danny's career is washed up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Her career is washed up if you don't do this perfume campaign with her. She trying to get Andre to go ahead and do the perfume campaign, the cologne or couples fragrance or whatever with Ridge Forrester, because I didn't think Danny was trying to model again. But if she is, I thought she was just trying to recruit models, but I don't know. I would think that Andre, knowing how important that was to her, that he would do it for her. But I don't know. Hopefully her friend can convince him enough to get to just support Danny in this way and she can get her career going on. Who knows, child, but we'll see. But why y'all think Andre hiding himself from the camera? I'm just like, that just it doesn't seem, it seems fake to me, because he was on camera when they delivered that baby. They took pictures of them. He has a picture out there that he took the picture with Ashley and them delivering that baby. They had a whole article done about them. So this whole idea of, oh, he don't want to be seen in the public, it's just interesting that that's the segue that they've made with this. Then we got oh, Vernon and Anita. What y'all think? Why Vernon up in Sheila's hotel room? I think it's innocent. I think that they're planning a surprise for Anita, because if he was going to sleep with either one of the argulettes, I think it would have been the other one. I don't think it would have been Sharon. So I don't know, child. Miss B says Joey already knows about Haley as all condos at the casino. Andre, who knows? Danny still loves Bill, and he gonna fall out at the Winterfest. Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a clip of that or something, or is that in the spoilers? I be watching the spoiler alerts too, y'all. Wow. As all condos at the casino. Huh. Joey already knows about Haley as all condos at the casino. You mean cameras? Andre, who knows? Danny still loves Bill. Yeah, she definitely loves Bill. I want her to get over Bill. Oh, convos at the casino. I told you the camera is not on. You can just walk by. Like, nobody can see you. Child, my husband walking. He about to duck into the dining room, child. Um, got you. Okay, convos. Okay, I got you. Joey already knows about Haley. All convos. He hears all convos at the casino. Got you. Okay. Ms. B says Vernon practicing to sing, but he cheating or cheated someplace down the line. You think so? I can't even click this comment. What is going on? You think he cheated, Miss B? Dang, I hope Vernon didn't cheat. We need one healthy damn couple on this show. Let me see. Am I frozen, y'all? Let me know if I'm frozen, because I can't click on nothing. I don't know what's going on with this thing, y'all. My computer just like literally shut off. I don't know what's going on with this thing, y'all. My computer. Okay, I think y'all can hear me now. I just pulled it up. My computer just shut off on me. I don't know, but that must mean I need to get the hell up off here. But I just want to know. Oh, Miss B says you can hear me now. Okay, good, good, good. I really want to know what's going on with Andre. That's gonna be interesting, because what would be the point of him not wanting to take the picture man that don't want to take pictures? It's got to be something with his parents, or I don't know, but I feel like it's about to be something silly. It can't be nothing where he done something, or I don't know, but who knows? We'll see. We shall see. And Bill falling out at the event. Um, Haley is already trying to set it up with Leslie is going to take the downfall for it, because she going to be like, oh, well, you can't stand Bill. You done told me how many times you can't stand my husband. And that's the thing. Leslie is just the world's dumbest criminal, because how you going to be going to somebody's wife telling them, she must really can see through Haley and her bullshit. Because how you going to go tell somebody's wife how much you can't stand their husband and think that they going to just, she don't know you like that. She don't have no loyalty to you. Child. Unbelievable. Miss B says, these sweeps shows better get to sweeping because they've been blah so far. Right. Yeah, I think it's just been a lot of filler stuff going on recently, but and then I think we have, when is Miss B, when is the week that we supposed to have reruns again? I'm like, I'm tired of the rerun weeks. But I think it's another rerun week coming up again soon, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if you know, friend. Cause that is I think we've had way too many of them for this to be a brand new show. But you know, it is what it is. That's what they gonna do. But y'all, that is it. I don't have not another daggone thing. I'm about to sit here and finish taking. I would come on camera real quick so y'all can see how crazy I look, but you know the people be stalking me these days, so I don't want my picture to end up on the internet some damn way on somebody else's shit, talking shit. Even though I'm just being, being funny with y'all. I don't know, but sweeps is now. They need to step it up. Oh wow, child. We shall see. We shall see. All right, y'all. Well, let me finish taking my damn hair out. I'm gonna do some pre-recordings for Salt Lake City and the Real Housewives of Potomac, so I can have that uploaded for y'all tomorrow. I've just been on my philanthropy kick lately, and my channel then struggled a little bit. So we're gonna get the views back up on here because we're gonna put the consistent content back out. So I love y'all, appreciate y'all so much for all that you all do. Thank you so much for constantly being here to support me. I appreciate y'all. Okay. And again, let's just keep our people in prayer. You never know what anybody is going through, because a lot of times they don't share it. We got a lot going on in the world, y'all. So this is the time for us to really lock arms and be there for our brothers and sisters. Okay. Share a meal or two, share $1 or two, with your brothers and your friends. Because people, it's a lot of prideful people out here. They don't want to ask because they've always been the one that supports other people, but they don't want to ask. And I'm seeing that a lot with the people that I've been supporting lately. So again, this is our time to band together, and I want to see more of it on social media. Not to say that y'all don't. But anyway, love y'all. Mean it. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out. Thanks for rocking with me tonight, y'all. See y'all soon.